Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing so well today. Greetings, Earthlings. Hi guys, me again. Welcome to my channel, Pterozactyl. I'm Zac, I'm a clairvoyant psychic, and I share my gift to help you bring out the best in yours. In today's video, we're doing a little bit of a look at self-care. So basically, how you can soothe your soul. I took a look at how you're feeling, I addressed some of your worries, maybe a couple things you might be procrastinating, but we focused on what you need to hear at this time that's going to be soothing for you guys. And there are 3 piles to choose between. Before you do, make sure you do make an effort to ground your energy before choosing, because when you ground your energy, it really does give us the best chance to link up in time and space so that I can bring through the most accurate and useful information. So what does that look like? You can take a couple deep breaths. You can turn the lights down low, make a cup of tea, light a couple candles. That process can look a little different for you still, but once your energy is grounded, choose between the piles intuitively, and I will meet you at your reading. Hey Pile 1, welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing so well today. You know, the reason why I chose this theme, kind of like loose around self-care, was this time of season, before the new year starts, I just feel like there are so many emotions. We're all burnt out from the year, working hard for the holiday season. Kind of like, oh, I hope this next year is different or has more to offer, or, you know, there's just like a whole mumbo jumbo mix of emotions and feelings. And so I just feel like we could all use a little bit of self-care. So we're going to take a look at a couple different perspectives. I feel like the first one I want to tune into for pile 1 is just how you guys are feeling right now. So shuffling a couple decks. I'm just going to put that one there. It feels pretty good. And I'm going to shuffle this one as well. Oh, okay. Oh. I guess you guys are feeling pretty good, maybe? There's some messages here. You guys have the moon in the sign of Leo in the 5th house. Okay, so with this cornucopia, always abundance, always kind of like a sexual comment there too. 5th house is all about passion. So what I feel like, because this bird always represents a messenger too, I feel like with the moon, there might be some communication that we're either expecting or that it's kind of got us feeling some type of way. So this figure right here, she's playing, I actually don't know what this instrument is, like an early guitar. I know there's a name for it. They're like 2 stems, interesting. Anyways, she's looking at the bird as she's playing this, and that kind of makes me feel like she's either in flow and knows exactly what this communication is about, or she's like looking for it, while she's still playing. That might be an invitation to not do two things at once. Let's not read too far into that, though. It is just one single card. The moon, it always represents to me secrets. Leo is a very flirty, courageous, happy-go-lucky kind of energy. We have the world, and we also have the Two of Wands, which also has another world element in it. Interesting. So you guys right now, you must be feeling good. You must be feeling good. You must be ready for something else, though. I almost feel like here is 2023. Nope, this is 2022, kind of left behind, and you've grabbed like this new wand and you want to go somewhere new out there in the world, wherever you want to go. For some reason, I just feel like you guys are ready to leave 2022 behind. Not in a bad sense. I think that there were some good moments in 2022 for you guys. And I think, though, what's more interesting is that the world is about to open up for you. To have the world here, I like to see that. It does make sense to me, though. Not necessarily in a predictive sense, but recognizing that we are, days away from the new year. And so we're closing some cycle. That's the representation of the world. One cycle is ending. And I feel like you guys have been through a major transformation. There's our message. You guys have been through a major transformation in this year, 2022. And I think you're feeling pretty good about it. There are also feelings of anticipation of what's coming next. Got a little bit of a plan set in motion for some of you guys and can't wait to see what that yields in the new year. And there is something, though, with that moon. I feel like something that's evaded you guys in this year is perhaps like a significant other, or I just feel like there is someone in your energy field who has an interest in you that you guys have no clue about. I think that you guys are very beautiful people and you're evolved in a way that people who are not spiritual can recognize it. People have no idea about spirituality or anything to do with self-awareness. They can feel your energy. They know that there's something different about you guys, and it's very, very attractive to them. Now, this double emphasis on the world being in the palm of your hand, I'm feeling like there's almost like a shift in destiny. Okay, there's also this concept coming through of a north node. All right. What else am I feeling? There's like multiple energies that I seem to be picking up on here. You guys, I'm seeing this cloud and this grayness and the moon. It just feels super significant. There's something not quite positive about the woman looking at the bird while she's playing the instrument. There's something that I'm missing. There is what I mean to say. What's going on? Yeah, this is the double energy I'm picking up on, right? Look at this. The world, sheer happiness, the devil, darkness, something under the surface, some ulterior motive, something hidden, right? Because this is a symbol of sex, and this is a symbol of sex. The moon is a secret. Something about a secret love affair. There's something about a secret love affair going on here, okay? I don't know if that's a message for all of you. This is what you guys are feeling like right now. Things are good on the home front. Things are good. What's next? That's just the big question for pile one. What's next? Okay, so again, this is about self-care. So I just wanted to tap in to see where you guys were right now. And I feel like next, I kind of want to address your worries. Okay, I feel like there's a little bit of worries or anxieties or fears. Let's just see what those might look like. The Chariot, about like where you want to go next. Okay, I feel like some of you guys are curious about what's next. I keep hearing what's next, what's next, what's next. All right, and let's get a little bit more from Spirit. Ten of Pentacles, even though things are very good. So, but the Ten of Pentacles, it also talks about, what is the word I'm looking for? A legacy, something that you leave behind, okay? So I feel like you guys are curious about a career move, right? Some of you might be curious about moving in general, moving abroad, changing states, changing countries. I feel like some of you are wondering when this period of contentment is going to be over. I just heard, don't get caught waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's a very powerful message. Don't get caught waiting for the other shoe to drop. Don't be in the energy of expecting something bad to happen, because you very well have the power to bring that into existence. 3 of Cups. Keep your energy high. Is another message from Spirit. So to address your worries, anything you might be worried about right now, could be nothing that I've touched on. But here seems to be the important messages from Spirit. I feel like getting your bearings and something about really feeling confident where you are right now is very important. I think everyone in pile 1 is at a certain point in their life where they feel very good. You sense the door, though. You really do. You really sense a door that is about to open for you. And you're very, very, very curious about what comes next. Are there career opportunities behind that door? Are there opportunities to jump lily pads? Are there opportunities for new friendships and just general, fun? Is that in the future? Let's go a little bit deeper. I'm going to reach for another deck. The Chariot comes out when we're at a time where we just feel like we're at our prime. We're at our prime. Oh my God. The world again. This gives me graduation. This gives me graduation and leaving home. There's some major transformation that you guys are celebrating. You guys are not who you are, who you were at the beginning of this year. And I feel like you're way different than who you were 2 years ago, and especially 3 years ago at the start of this journey. There's some major cycle that's ending for you guys, but these are very beautiful cards to address your worries. The Chariot, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so let's go a little bit more. On the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Chariot. That's a very curious card. Okay. I feel like it's because the real messages, they've already come out. So the 10 of Pentacles, though, with the Chariot, I sense a move, a career move, for real. I sense a career move. A pivot is also what I'm hearing. A change of home, okay? Something about prime. I'm getting one of my English professors in college. She would always call on people in class. She was one of those teachers. I'm so sorry if you can hear that pipe moving water. You totally can. I just got a confirmation on my phone. Sorry about that. Anyways, one of my English professors, she would always call on people, but she would kind of give them a little bit of a boost in confidence, which is what I feel like the Chariot is. And she would say, "Okay, I see you there, Zach. You're on the edge of your seat. You look poised for greatness." And that's what I feel like you guys are. Ooh, yes, I just got another confirmation. You guys are poised for greatness. And I think right now you sense that. You sense that something in your life is ending, but you're left on an up. You sense that something in your life is ending, and that's not a bad thing. It's like, think about when you graduate college. That's a good thing, right? Because you gain something as a result. And I feel like you guys have gone through like a major leveling up in your self-confidence. You may have started 2022 with a little bit of lack of grace or lack of kindness, lack of self-worth. And maybe not all of you, but you're leaving 2022 with a lot of self-confidence. To have the Chariot come out twice is pretty amazing. I love to see the fact that the world made another appearance again, too. Let's draw on the 3 of Cups. Yeah, this is what I'm getting. Self-esteem, lots of self-confidence. King of Wands, though, is getting, to me, it's representing... Okay, there are 2 messages. One of them is a really divine opportunity. The other is absolutely friendship. But with the King of Wands, it gives me like a romantic partner. Okay? So, what else do we want to talk about with these? We could talk about this partner. Yeah. I see a blessing as far as this career move. I just get a strong confirmation from Spirit that that is in your energy field, okay? So the Three of Cups with the King of Wands, I really feel like that is a person. So I'm going to reach for this deck just to see if there's anything we might want to know about this person. So Spirit, this Three of Cups, King of Wands, it is a double message, you guys. For some of you, I do feel like this is a romantic partner for sure. Some of you, it could be a spiritual advisor. And for others of you, this is an incredible opportunity. Okay, so that's the other message. You guys are feeling very good, recognizing that a door is closing. You sense the other door very, very soon is about to be present. Oh my God, now there's a husky. Can you guys hear that? Oh my God. Lots of noises, all the noises here today. Anyways, you guys are sensing some change, some nodal shift, right? I got that concept of a north node, some sort of shift. And what Spirit wants to say is to keep your vibration high. I feel like you guys are getting this almost a feeling of nostalgia or sadness regarding something closing and ending, and we really should be feeling good about that, right? Spirit is again showing me graduating college, a mix of emotions, and I feel like that's very reminiscent of, sorry guys, I had to sneeze. I feel like that's very reminiscent of what I was talking about in the beginning of this reading, how there's a mix of emotions around this time of year, and Spirit is just showing me to keep your attention focused on something a little bit towards a higher vibration. Take a more positive, optimistic look at your current situation right now. I think that some of you can continue to celebrate good times and appreciate what you have going for you at this time in your life. I think that's significant. 5 is the number of change as well, and magic. I don't think you're going to sense for some of you this change coming, but this is also another illustration of what I am picking up on energetically. Moon, hidden, enshrouded, secret. Leo, confident energy, boost of energy. This is very Leo to me, this King of Wands, right? Keep the energy very self-confident, right? We have 2 messages of self-confidence, and then we had the Leo come out as the first card. And then 5, change and magic. So for some of you, this change, this sea change, this change of career, change of a life path, a destiny, switch, something about fate coming through as well. I want you guys to embrace the unknown and to not fear it. Keep celebrating good times right now, celebrating the end of the year. No overdrive to do anything, right? I'm sensing that you can't see this and it's almost going to fall into your lap, okay? Because I feel like there's something to do with you guys having a massive transformation this year. And as a result, there are things that are shifting in your favor. That's what's coming through. Because you've remained very, very self-confident throughout this entire process. Whatever transformation you've gone through, I feel like towards the beginning of it, you felt like something was slipping away from you. You were losing something. And at the end of it, you regained it. You never lost it. And I think that was self-confidence for some of you. Okay, so that looks pretty good so far. I kind of want to take a look at, this is a self-care reading. I kind of want to take a look at, and I don't want you to feel called out, something that you guys are ignoring or procrastinating. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, guys, and I am a procrastinator too, so for real, I don't want you guys to feel called out, but it's really good to kind of just dip a little bit into the subconscious sometimes. For pile 1, please, what are we ignoring or procrastinating? We have Mars in Sagittarius in the 9th house. I almost feel like Mars taking action, 9th house seeking, Sagittarius seeking as well. To ignore all the imagery on here, which does honestly, for some reason, feel out of place, I feel like what we're procrastinating or ignoring is like taking action to go somewhere. to go somewhere or to learn something new. A spiritual talent for some of you, something occult for some of you as well. We have the moon with this scroll, moon representing secrets, the star though representing truth and light. So I feel like there's some esoteric, for some reason Spirit just showed me emerald tablets. Were you guys interested in studying emerald tablets? I don't know. It's the concept of that though. The Lost Sea Scrolls or something along these lines. They're like ancient texts that I feel like you guys are very interested in, or would be. I'm picking up on these two figures as the same, and I feel like they're aspects of you. Maybe a masculine counterpart and a feminine counterpart. Masculine drive, feminine receptivity. I feel like one thing you guys might be procrastinating is learning something new, or taking action to go somewhere new. I think that some of you have been interested in going on a spiritual retreat or doing a vision quest, okay? Some of you have been interested in going to see a shaman, something along these lines. Let's get a little bit more information using the tarot. Sagittarius is all about seeking, and I feel like it's like getting closer to divinity. It's seeking the truth, though. Yeah. Seeking the truth. So stuff that we're ignoring or maybe even procrastinating. So there's that feminine energy. What are we procrastinating? This looks like leaving home, right? Death represents the end of something. Four of Wands represents either arriving or leaving. And the Empress, doesn't she look like she's in no hurry? So I feel like you guys are like resisting the end of some cycle, something in your life. I feel like some of you guys are resisting just exploring, seeking something new, right? Seeking something new for sure, something occult in nature, new knowledge. I think that some of you are interested in learning about a new spiritual gift or ability. And this is just to bring your awareness there, okay? I think that you guys, like I was picking up on in the beginning of your reading, I think that pile 1 is very comfortable. You're very comfortable, but the only constant in nature is change, okay? What else am I picking up from this? What else are we ignoring? I do think that that's it. I think that the main message came out, and that's totally fine. So we're going to take a look at one last thing for you guys, and this is going to be how you can soothe your soul, right? A real look at some self-care. This is for pile 1. Spirit, what would be the most soothing? What do we have for pile 1? This is going to be something to soothe your soul. Ooh, romance. But not necessarily. To me, this is a glow up. But put through this lens, it's like showering yourself with, this is literally self-care, but in kind of the more cliche way, where you give yourself the most luxurious bath, or you buy yourself new clothes, treat yourself to a new haircut, because second house of assets, we have Venus and Taurus. Taurus is a very material sign. And so, because it felt like we were kind of, there are 2 messages again coming through. This is a general reading. There is a message about love. We'll get to that. But this first one, I feel like the advice from Spirit is to really dote on yourself. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. In what way? What ways can pile 1 treat themselves? In a good book or a movie is coming through. I wonder if you guys like period pieces. That's coming through for some reason. A good book, taking yourself out to the movies, going to the movies with a loved one, I think is coming through as well. Something about, I'm getting this emphasis on a movie. Maybe you guys work very hard and it's difficult for you guys to take some time off. because we did have that Empress through the lens of what are you procrastinating or ignoring, and I wonder that sometimes you might just need to sit a beat. And I wonder how comfortable you guys are with not working at times. So I feel like what this is saying is almost like we're rushing in to take action on what I already interpreted as doting on yourself. If you guys have been thinking about getting a mani-pedi, changing your nails, hair, something to do with your style, this could even be like buying a very fancy type of shampoo or perfume, cologne, something nice to wear for New Year's, putting on fancy clothes just to hang out at home. Fancy in like a very luxurious sense. She looks very, 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 very similar to the Empress, the flowy garb. It looks very luxurious. It makes me think of a silk gown. And I'm just seeing you guys, putting on something so luxurious and nice. To me, that is like a brand new pair of thick wool socks. I don't know. For some reason, when I'm home in Maine, I'm always barefoot. But here in California, I don't like my feet to touch the ground. So I always have like house slippers on or socks. And so a brand new pair of socks, it's the energy of that. Going out and buying a really fancy tea, a brand new type of tea or coffee or a mug or all of the above. Spirit really wants you to appreciate the fine things in life right now, because that was one of your first cards that came out. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. This deck is really big, but you guys saw that appreciation card. It was very favorable. And I think that Spirit wants you right now to continue to be in this energy where things are good, because we're coming back full circle to the concept of graduation and the end of a cycle and you guys being something totally transformed. And I feel like we kind of want to listen to whatever your soul seems to want right now. Is that good food? Is that fine clothes? Is that buying yourself an album from your favorite artist I'm getting the concept of like treating yourself, because like you guys this year, I don't know, for some reason you bought a lot of gifts for other people, but kind of forgot about yourself maybe. So that's the energy that I'm picking up on. For pile 1. You guys, I hope you really enjoyed this reading. I hope you guys take some time before the new year to just do what feels right. Okay, maybe take things a little bit slower. Treat yourself for sure. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your year. Of course, I do book private clients. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can find that information down below. You can book me over the phone, and you also could book a reading much like this. Pick your own theme and receive that recorded in either film, text, or audio format. And again, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. And until next time, stay divine. Hey, Pile 2, welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing so well today. The whole reason why I wanted to do a self-care reading is just, I feel like there is such a mix of emotions around this time of year, coupled with just general wear and tear and feeling tired. And I feel like, when we're not at our best, when we're not at full energy, we can really confuse situations or reality. And I just want to, do a little bit of like a nice, soft approach to doctoring your soul a little bit. Okay, because I feel like we all work so hard around the holiday season to make things, good for other people and to, enjoy the festivities. And as we approach the new year, we're kind of like reflecting on what went well, what didn't go well, what's going to happen next. And so many emotions. So I feel like the first thing I want to look at for you guys is just how you're feeling right now. So for pile 2, can I thank you? Oh, 2 cards came out. Okay. I guess, yeah, we can take them both. That's okay. So we have Jupiter in the sign of Gemini. I'd like to see that. We also have Mercury in Pisces. But let's first take a look at this card. Interesting that it's called Bluff. Fun. So Jupiter, third house, and Gemini. Okay. With the blindfold on, what's most interesting to me is that this card by itself, I'm kind of like wondering always like what's the moon squinting at? It's like giving a little bit of side eye. It feels very detached from this other card down here. This seems like a very interesting depiction. I like this. It makes sense for inspiration. A little strange still from an art standpoint, but this doesn't really fit it at all. And when we have two cards now, I like to see that the moon is squinting at something now over here. And I feel like it's a little bit mirrored because this person can't see anything and the moon represents secrets or what's hidden or even the subconscious, something unknown, something enshrouded in mystery. I like to see the 3 repeated twice. We have the 12 that also makes a 3. And so I feel like, what are you guys feeling like right now? I don't know. Do some of you have imposter syndrome? I'm getting that with bluff and inspiration. Feeling a little bit ungrounded as well for some of you. And juggling a lot. I'm picking up on now these hands at the bottom. One upright, one kind of like this. I just think that's very interesting. Sorry, you guys, I'm talking through this. I do that a lot. Let me draw some tarot cards. I like to do a little bit of an analysis before. Something to do with getting a glimpse of something. I feel like for a long time, you guys have felt like more in the dark about something in your life. I think it could have to do with, I'm not getting a vibe on what. There's definitely something that you've been in the dark about, though, and you're just now getting a tiny glimpse of that. There's something that you're just getting a little bit of a peek at. For a long time on this channel, I've been getting this message, and I don't know if it's for you or if it's for me, that there's something under the surface. And for the majority of us, it has to do with like life path and career. I'm not getting that here though. I'm almost getting like relationships. Can I have a little bit more about this? Yeah, a relationship. So with the Hierophant there, in reverse, it talks about the occult, the hidden, right? Hidden knowledge, esoteric belief systems, taking the road less traveled on. Upright like that, there's definitely a romantic connection. That's interesting, okay? Gemini gives me split soul or two-spirit people as well. And so what I feel like, since we have the Hierophant out and he's upright, I know I don't really take, this equals 5. I know I shouldn't have brought out 2 cards at once. It's definitely splitting you guys. I'm so sorry about that. I'm going to, I'm taking that message of we're getting a glimpse of something though. So we might come back to this message, but right now it's overwhelming me. So I feel like there might be a connection coming through that you don't see coming and that you may have always been wanting. This could be a friend. I'm hearing a best friend for some of you, okay? It could be a lover for others of you. And I just think like for a while, you guys have been feeling a little bit in the dark. You feel like your intuition's been blocked. You feel like you've really had great tools at your disposal, but nothing to do with them. Like you don't really know what to make of them. Those double-headed axes, I think that's what they are. They're gold. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's amazing, right? It's not necessarily like eating off a cheap silver fork. It's like a gold fork, right? And so I feel like you guys really have some tool, some skill set that's very developed and advanced, and you may have even had it for lifetimes. And I just feel like you guys don't really know how to apply it best, what to do with that, where to put that. And that's why we're in this bluff energy, where it feels like you're bluffing. It feels like you have a little bit of an imposter syndrome going on. Okay? Sorry about that, guys. That doesn't sound very fun. I can see right through that, though. You have no reason to feel that way. Though, I mean, I'm not trying to take away your feelings, but what I'm getting from this is that if a person would take the blindfold off, they could see that what they hold really are divine gifts, many of them. There are 4 stars by each axe, and the hands are very important to me. Some of you might be healers. Some of you might be natural healers and use energy or Reiki or anything of that nature. That's coming through. But I feel like you guys have a lot of ancestors in spirit form who guide you. And I feel like a lot of you have just a really big spiritual team. And for 2022, though, it's like you've been walking this road in the dark for so long, and things have been happening internally. There's been healing internally, but you still feel like in the dark. Like this bluff card, the sun is definitely coming out for you. I love that. This bluff card, there is chaos there. There's so much to look at. What in the world do those mean? What? Why? Why are these random hands there? Why are these hands disfigured? And why are there so many random stars? And why does the blessing with Gemini come through as being called a bluff? Very curious. So much like seemingly random information or random details that you don't quite know how to put together. You don't really know. And so it feels like you're just juggling them and going through and making it up as you go and just wondering if it's even mattering to anyone at all, or like, is this even what you're supposed to be doing with your life? Like, what is your purpose? What is your life path? What are you here to do? I feel like we're getting a glimpse of that. I want to give that to you for sure, especially if you guys have been asking from your guides. You're getting a little bit of a peek, okay? And because Pisces gives me very psychic energy. Mercury communicating psychically with the moon out there too. 12 is the number of Archangel Michael. And so I feel like some of you guys have been very curious about the truth of the situation, because we have bluff there too. And so I feel like you guys have been very curious lately, knowing about where you are in the world and what you're supposed to do and what talents that you possess, because I feel like you have many. Like, what are the real ones? And I also feel like some of you feel like there's something missing. There's something that you haven't learned yet. There's something that you haven't capitalized on yet. There's just something that's there that you don't know about. And there's something about the split of your soul too. I think some of you have double missions. Gemini is very important. I'm not actually really getting that this is a relationship, though I will look at that because this does say relationship, these two together. But I'm picking up on Hermes' staff right there and the snakes intertwining. And I'm getting that this feminine and masculine energy is actually you. It's every single one of us. We all have that. We each have masculine and feminine counterparts. I feel like you have like a split soul. Some of you might identify LGBTQI+, anything under that spectrum. And I feel like your mission has been confusing. That's why you feel like you've been either walking in the dark or you've been bluffing. You feel like a little bit of an imposter syndrome. Don't really know how to sparkle, how to shine. Because look at you, this figure right here, very, very interesting looking figure. Certainly can't assign any gender or sex to this individual. And they're grayed out. Even though they've got a really cool or elaborate looking almost dress. Yeah, the sun came out again. There's the emphasis on feeling like you've been very vulnerable this year, really sharing certain parts of you with other people, setting a lot of boundaries that really needed to happen, and you feel the complexity of your soul, and I think your mission is complex. I think you have a split mission. I think that some of you are at a significant milestone in your life, something to do with someone who's around the age of 30 or someone who's around the age of late 50s or approaching late 50s, okay? For some reason. And I feel like one path that you've been walking on is no longer going to be the path. And you're not going to feel anymore like you're walking in the dark. I feel like what I love to see is this gown is kind of similar here. It looks very beautiful. For some reason, I'm reading there is a similarity there. And this figure, we have the blindfold off now, still with an updo. The blindfold off, and they're dancing through life instead of walking blindly. And I feel like because these golden axes that we've been holding up, yeah, I just got a ding, for so long, she's not carrying them anymore, and suddenly she's free. And that's a very, very, very important message. That's a very important message. It's like something you've been holding on to for so long. It's and sensing that it's so important. It's almost like it's been overburdening you, or kind of, definitely freeing something, letting go of something, and you're getting a peek at what it is you're really supposed to be doing. I think that your future is coming into focus a little bit by little bit. And I think that the more you're able to walk with grace pile 2, the more you're able to continue this little bit of walking in the dark, the more healing that you do to your soul. I think for lifetimes you've had careers as people who are very important. I think in many lifetimes, you guys have been popes, you guys have been religious figures, you guys have been monks, you guys have been nuns, something along this line. Maybe even some of you have been in royalty and forced to be a certain type of way and to do things by the books and to do things very, very rigidly. And I feel like in this incarnation, you have carried that amount, the weight of the world on your shoulders, the weight of your country on your shoulders, and feeling like you have to be this person who guides everyone. And I think you carry a lot of responsibility. And I think that some of that is from lifetimes, and some of that actually, though, is for this lifetime, because you have a split mission. There's something about 2 missions in your incarnation, in this incarnation for you, pile 2. Okay, and I'm very interested. These figures look very similar. Okay, both of them look like they're just dancing through life, going along the way. Okay, so if you guys have been really worried about what's next, really curious about what's hidden, what's under the surface, what's going on, like, why am I such an evolved figure on Earth when I feel completely useless? And you're not depressed about that. You're not depressed about feeling useless. You're just like feeling like you're some, this is funny, some 12th grader placed in kindergarten, and you're like, why would that help anyone? I can't relate to anyone. I feel like I can't relate to anyone. Why would I have all these talents and abilities but no real desire to make anything of them? You might be relating to some of these energies. Sorry guys, went a little deep there. Let's move on in your reading. Okay. So I think that we covered a lot of the lenses already that I was going to take a look at. I wanted to see how you're feeling. And I wanted to, of course I'll take them. Gosh darn it. 2 more came out. I wanted to take a look at maybe addressing your worries. Okay. So now we have 2 cards coming out again. One representing secrets, which is very, very, very interesting and synchronistic. And another 3. Okay. So we have Mars in Gemini in the 3rd house. And I feel like this is very similar to what I was getting. Kind of like all kings, queens, noble people who have to take very careful and calculated moves and approaches to life. And I feel like in this lifetime, you guys are really supposed to dance. I feel like the obligations that you feel are coloring your perception of reality. And I'm sorry, guys. I feel like you've been a very prominent public figure in many incarnations, and you will be again in this lifetime too, but I'm almost feeling like there's something about a 30-year chunk where for 30 years or a big chunk of time, you're walking this one path, and then you're going to walk another path. And I just feel like for some of you, we want you to really enjoy that time when you're not in the public eye. Really enjoy that time off, almost. And you will very well definitely still have a job, definitely have all sorts of worldly obligations. But there's something about not being in the public eye or not being on for a big chunk of time, and to not be confused by that is coming through. I think that you guys feel like at times you're trying to force a square through a round hole and feeling like you have so much to offer but nowhere to put it. And it's complicated and very complex, evidenced by Gemini there. Okay? And you have with Scorpio there, you have a real sense of talents and abilities and knacks, especially in career. You guys might have Scorpio 10th house placements. Okay, for some reason I'm getting that. And I think that we just want to make sure that you're not worrying when you're supposed to have this period of relaxation, or just period of not having to be the most important figure at all times, the one that everyone looks up to, the one who always has to make careful, calculated moves, where everything comes at a cost and there's always sacrifice. I feel like for lifetimes, you guys have been in very important roles because you guys are incredible leaders. You're very incredible leaders. And no matter how much you put on your plate, you're always able to see through. You see the light, you see truth, you see justice of a situation. And that's why for so long, you guys have been in these roles where you've been popes, you've been public figures where people look up to you. You're supposed to guide the masses, is what's coming through. And what I love to see though is I'm picking up on this top image right here, and what it's reading to me as is your spirit guides coming down to earth to help you. I'm picking up on your spiritual team is literally so proud of you. My throat is getting sore, and I was wondering if it's because I'm speaking to someone who feels very emotional about this, or if I was barking up the wrong tree. For some reason, I have a little bit of my throat chakra feels like someone's choking me. That also happens when there are people in readings who have been witches in past lives, occultists and alchemists and sorcerers in past lives, and were repressed by the church, and their truth and honesty was repressed through deception. Okay, so I think that you guys feel at times or have had lifetimes where you haven't been able to be authentic, haven't been able to express yourself. It's different in this incarnation. Your team is so proud of you. I'm literally hearing this as, look at them, that's mine. That's the soul that I guide. I chose that soul, and that's what guardian angels do. They choose you. So do spirit guides. They choose you because they're very interested in you, that you have aspects in you that remind them of themselves and remind them of their own journey and path. And so they feel very capable and are capable of guiding you in this incarnation, so you don't have to experience the same, what they went through. Okay? But what I'm hearing is that your guides hear you. Okay? They definitely hear you, and they want to give you a glimpse on what has been hidden. Okay? They're going to show you that. They don't want you to be worried about the time period where you're not supposed to be on. I hope this is making sense, you guys. There's like this chunk of your life where you're not doing anything in the public eye. And then there's a chunk of your life where you're very much going to be public, okay? And they want you to enjoy that time where you're not, because you have a split mission. There's something about a twin soul, twin something. Someone in here must have heavy Gemini placements, but it's way more than that. I think that there are complexities to you. I think that you know things. You know a lot of secrets of the universe at large. You're a very special soul. There's something very, very curious about you guys. You're very interesting people, and I think that sometimes in many incarnations, perhaps, you have been correct. You have been light, you have been truth, and you have been brought down, and there have been people who are in power who are always able to spin what you've been able to say or try to reveal. You're very important people. You incarnate into very difficult missions, but it is because you're very capable. So don't forget that aspect, the capacity of your soul, pile 2, to persevere through life's challenges and setbacks, and try not to at times get bogged down by the mundane 3D. Okay? There are definitely people who are interested in you. Okay? There are definitely, that's curious, you guys. I pulled out, Hermes himself with his staff there, pointing up towards the heaven. I feel like you guys recognize that you have a lot to offer, and you're just wondering where. Some of you need to study astrology. Okay, so that was supposed to address your worries. I really hope it did. I really hope it did. So let's take a look at something, and I don't want you guys to feel called out. Something perhaps that you have been procrastinating or ignoring. And it's always good, sometimes to dip into the subconscious and see what's there. This is all supposed to soothe your soul. So for pile 2, please. Is there something they've been procrastinating, perhaps? We all do this. I'm very much guilty myself. Oh, sorry, you guys. I think that this is not the right deck. I just looked down for the first time, and the cards are like very crazily mixed up. So I'm going to reach for this one. If it takes me a second, I'll just do a jump cut. Pile 2, please. What have we been ignoring? There's the double emphasis on 2 hands providing something. Again, the 2 hands. Yourself. Okay. I would not be surprised if you guys are Aquarius, okay? Or Gemini. Or Libra, okay? Those are the signs coming through right now. Something about identifying as LGBTQI+ as well. Something about a highly evolved individual. There's all those stars up there. I think that you guys should work spiritually in this incarnation, or have. There's something here. It's not in focus yet, though. Everyone's looking down and away, focused on the task at hand. No one is facing the direct situation. Everyone is focused on helping others. It's the self, you guys. We've been ignoring the self, which is so perfect because, hey, this is a self-care reading. So we're going to look at next what we can do to soothe your soul. Because I see you guys just giving a lot to other people, volunteering perhaps, doing something for free, really giving spirit, lots of giving spirit, maybe even doing healings for free or spiritual work for free. There's just a heavy emphasis on the task at hand, work, feeling responsibility, Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look, you guys. I want to know how we can soothe your soul. And I'm going to reach for a little bit of a different deck. This is going to be the last lens for pile 2. So, Spirit, my lovely pile 2s, who often carry the weight of the world on their shoulders, is there something we can show them? What's so soothing to their soul? Okay, you did come out a little while ago as well. Okay. I feel like... Let me just get one more card before I confirm this. This is going to be for pile 3, please. Okay, I thought so. There's a concept of love coming through, romantic connection, okay? And honestly, a soulmate. This is how to soothe your soul. I feel like your soul urges a counterpart. Urges. Your soul urges a counterpart. Yearns for is what I was searching for. Your soul urges its counterpart. You guys have a twin flame in this lifetime. I don't really know much about those. If you guys don't relate to that, that's totally fine. There is someone that you incarnated in this lifetime on this planet who is alive right now. Your soul misses them. Okay? And let's take a look at this a little bit more deeply. But it's like you don't want to... I feel like they would just feel better and you would feel less urgency with your purpose if you had this person in your life. Okay? There is a real strong bond I'm picking up on. And I think it's for nearly everyone in pile 2. Everyone who chose pile 2. And I just feel like I'm seeing... Spirit is showing me someone who is like an angel. And it's actually a little bit sad. They're showing me 2 angels in heaven and one going to earth. And it's like one goes to earth, incarnates, and the other one's guiding up in heaven. And I feel, or the other side, whatever you believe in. And I feel like you guys miss each other. I wonder if you guys often dream about a figure and you only feel them in your sacral chakra or your solar plexus chakra. It's like in your stomach, you feel this individual. Oh, absolutely. Okay. They are your divine counterpart. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. Wow. And I do feel like you guys are missing them. Okay. That is something your soul, that is a genuine soul reading right there. I was getting so many emphasis on this double mission, and I feel like you guys work in tandem. One of you is upstairs, lol. One of you is upstairs and one of you is on Earth. I feel like in this incarnation, you might both be here. That might be wishful thinking on my part for you guys, but that's what I started thinking. That was the first message I got from Spirit, is that there is a soul bond here that your soul would find so soothing. And it's like, you just wish that... I just feel like if you guys had this person in your life, things would be so much better. And not that things are bad, but it's like this person diffuses tension, but you do it for each other. Having this person, it's like you don't quite feel seen. My pile 2s are so evolved. You guys, I feel like sometimes you just feel like the black sheep, or just... Again, it's that concept of like a 12th grader in a kindergarten class, and you're like, why am I here? And that's the emphasis. That actually illustrates an angel on Earth with Earthlings to me, right? An angel, the 12th grader, with Earthlings, the kindergartners. That's what I get. Okay, so I want to take a little bit more of a look at this person. I want to know where they are. Spirit, this real strong soul bond that I'm picking up on, it could be soulmates, it could be platonic love as well. This is for pile 2. In your dreams, for some of you. Yeah, Spirit is just showing me the heavy emphasis on what would soothe your soul is this romantic connection. And it's not even just passion, lust, sex. It's way deeper. This person gets you on another level, and you get them too. I feel like my question wasn't a good one of where are they? And this is what Spirit is showing me. We could answer this 100 different ways. The emphasis, Spirit wants you to focus on your self-worth right now, okay? Now, for some of you, let's just have a little bit of fun. Let's pick this up just a little bit, okay? We're going to take a look at what qualities this person might have, okay? So let's take a look at that. This is for pile 2. I want to know about their soulmate, this soul bond, this twin flame. I want to know who this is, some interesting things about them. Some of them might teach skiing or winter sports. I think that this person... you might come across them this winter. And if that's the case, that would make sense to me. I don't really know what season this is, but this is definitely winter. We have a polar bear there. Okay. So I think you might be crossing paths with this individual this winter. I think that they could be a teacher of anything. It could be, literally like I saw someone for some reason teaching skiing or snowboarding or some other winter sport like ice skating. And I'm also picking up on that could be anything, like a teacher in school systems, or a violin teacher, a music instructor. They could have dark eyes. There's something very mysterious about them. You must be willing to be the fool. There's that message coming through again where the reason why I said it was kind of sad before is I feel like you guys are upstairs for like 2 minutes together, and then one of you immediately incarnates to do work because you guys are so evolved. You feel so useful here. When you feel like you could be so useful on Earth or in whatever planet or galaxy or star system, wherever you incarnate into, you feel like you could be so useful there. But when you get here, it's almost like you're like, what use am I? And there are so many qualities to you that you don't even recognize within yourself that you exude at all times. And so you're always being useful. It's just, there's something about the fact that when you're here, you can't see that. And so it feels like you're not doing much. You feel like you're missing out on something. You feel this urgency, the sense of, for some of you, this person's younger than you, this sense of purpose, and you're just always so concerned about it. There is a massive amount of love that I can feel for you guys from your spiritual team. They love you so much, and they're very proud of you. They don't want you anymore to be hard on yourself. It might be cramping a little bit of the magic that you have within you. I think you guys are difficult. You're hard on yourselves. You're really, really hard on yourselves because you sense your potential. You just always want to be useful and helpful. Okay? This person might be in a relationship with someone right now. That's why you guys are not together. Okay? And the energy of you must be willing to be the fool is the energy that I was speaking about, where you guys just leap into the unknown. And yeah. I feel like that is totally the end of your reading because we went very long. And I feel like I might be connecting too deeply. So I'm going to bring myself out of that. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this self-care reading, this last lens of what can soothe you. Maybe it is just the confirmation that this person is out there and that you have been seeing them in your dreams. And you can also just state to the universe that you would like to see them. You would like to meet them. And that is your desire. And some of you can get a confirmation whether or not that is just someone who is on the other side. And in that case, spend some time in the astrals. Spend some time learning about astral projection. And try to do that when you fall asleep at night or by taking naps. I think that could be fun for you guys. Yeah. This person's definitely thinking about you. You're on their mind often with intimate insight and not thinking about you. All right, you guys, thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me. Of course, I do book private readings, and you can find all that information down below. You can book me over the phone, or you can purchase a reading much like this. Pick your own theme. We'll take a look at love, spirituality, life path, or whatever, and you can have that in either video, text, or audio format. Again, that information is down below. You can email me or find that link. And again, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. And until next time, stay divine. Hey, Pile 3, welcome to your reading. I hope you guys are doing so well today. What inspired this self-care concept was, I feel like the last couple days or even week or two leading up to the end of the new year, beginning of New Year, sorry, it's just confusing. There's so many emotions. Everyone's feeling overwhelmed, maybe even burnt out a little bit from working hard to make all the holiday festivities happen. And I just feel like we think about the year, we think about what's happening next, we think about what didn't go well, what we hope to happen next year, and there's just this a lot, a lot. And so I feel like what's perfect for that is some self-care. And so this reading is geared towards that, right? Okay, so first I want to take a look at how you're feeling right now. So this is going to be for my pile 3s. How is pile 3 feeling? Oh, okay. So for pile 3. Okay, bougie as heck, you're feeling rich. You got a lot going on right now. In terms of your finances and assets and material things, this is an interesting card. Maybe you're wishing for a little bit of drama. I don't know. Let's open up some tarot cards to get a little bit more on this. I feel like you guys just feel very, very good. I think that you guys got everything you wanted for the holiday season. Feeling like you have a lot of friends around you, good friend connections, and maybe this is leading a little bit into the new year as well. I just think that your festivities have been good. This was a holiday season to remember. It feels like the parties that you went to were a little bit more lavish than usual. You were able to spend a little bit more time crafting very good food, maybe celebrating a little bit more around the house. You put up a little bit more decorations than you guys usually do, and spending a little bit on your body as well. I see you guys doing something with your hair. Are you darkening your hair? You guys could be changing the color of your hair. Something to do with your appearance as well. It's like someone who, I'm getting this concept of like changing your style a little bit, like your signature just a little bit. Maybe a lot more for some of you. I feel like you're letting a little bit of your darker side out for some reason. The moon represents secrets, okay? Second house, assets. Taurus, just bougie, luxury, material goods, material things, the earth realm. So I feel like there might yet be another surprise around the corner for you, pile 3. That's what this feels like. It feels like you're in the element of surprise. Maybe you're surprising someone else. Can we finally get a tarot card? No, this is exactly correct. Oh, I love to see that. And okay, there might actually be another surprise yet. So you guys, you're feeling very good. You're feeling abundant. You're feeling ripe. You're just feeling not extravagant. Okay, I'm being a little bit of exaggerative, but things feel very good. You feel happy. The home feels very harmonious. You just feel very present as well and in tune with yourself. I think that there could be a message here about a little bit of a glow up. I think that you guys are experiencing the end of some cycle of growth or path or journey or transformation in your life. And I think that some of you are like finally getting over a love of yours that it was like in the past, a love affair that didn't pan out. I'm also getting this concept where you guys just feel like you have a lot to offer other people. You have a lot to give at this time, maybe even in love. I just feel like you guys feel very good. You're happier, healthier, maybe feeling a little bit, carrying some extra weight. And from all the festivities, I just feel like you guys feel very good. So things must be working well for you in your career sector, family, friends as well, personal health too. There's a message that keeps wanting to come out about love. There's been a message about love in all the readings. So if I remember, we will definitely take a look at that. But this is just where you guys are feeling right now. I also sense, though, that you're like, there is another, and I know this sounds so, not dorky, just trite. You're like, I think there's another present for me. Something along the lines of you sense a surprise, and it might not be a present I really think it is. There's just something that hasn't come to light yet. Some element of surprise, magic, and mystery. Something is coming in the mail. Okay, there's definitely something, some gift, some hidden talent, I guess, could be another way of looking at this, but it just feels like a dream of yours coming true. I feel like you guys are about to have a dream come true. Really. I mean, this is amazing energy with exaltation and the Empress. Come on, that's exactly the same energy. I love to see that. The Empress obviously very much ruled by cycles with the moon. We have the moon there too. So let's move forward and address some of your worries. Now, I don't want to say that you guys have worries, but I just, want to do a little bit of soothing in this reading. So let me just go back to that Radiant Oracle of the Sun deck. Okay, Spirit, this is for pile 3. Let's kind of take a look at something they might be worried about, and let's just address that. This is for pile 3. Anything for pile 3? I'm hearing to just reach in the middle, so we'll do that. Ooh. Ooh, we have the moon, 4th house, and Cancer. So, real kinship, friendships, something worrying you about children or pregnancy or friends or siblings. There might be something about siblings coming through. I think there's something about, that's interesting though, because I feel like you yourself, like your body and health and everything about you is perfect. It's intact. I wonder if that's why your mind is elsewhere. I think your mind is like, where can I better help my friends? Or I just feel like there's something to do with family. This could be siblings, it could be your parents, it could be cousins, something to do with family. Let's get a little bit more about this though. So for pile 3, let's kind of address some of these worries. Spirit, can I have maybe something else to go here? Yeah, a lot of people. Balancing a lot of communications, invitations, things of this nature. I'm going to do something a little bit different. So Queen of Wands feels very much you right now. She's the party girl on the deck. She's so much fun. Very interesting individual. Lots of life experiences. Lots of fun stories. Real big sense of adventure. And this Page of Swords, I wonder that there could be someone in your life that's worrying you, okay? Someone who might be jealous of you, actually. So let's get a little bit more about this. I feel like there might be a little bit of a rumor going around about you. I'm not trying to scare you, but that's what I'm hearing. And you know what? You're rubber, they're glue, whatever they say, bounces off you and sticks to them, okay? So, Spirit, can I have a little bit more here? 5 of Swords, Queen of Swords. There's someone spreading rumors about you, okay? It could be a mother figure, for sure. It could be an aunt. It could be any feminine in your life, okay? And it could just be someone who has a lot of divine female energy. But something that's worrying you, it's like, with the moon there too, represents secrets to me. And I feel like you are this Queen of Wands, and this Queen of Swords is out there trying to make you out to be this Page of Swords, which, as you know, is kind of not a very favorable card, okay? I just think that they're stirring up unnecessary drama about you, spreading lies, conflict, things that don't need to happen, and it's because they miss you, okay? Something along those lines. Someone using their power in a dark way. Someone trying to paint a very different picture of you, okay? We just wanted to bring that to your awareness. Maybe you guys have been sensing that, okay? And we just wanted to address this. This is something that you guys are worried about. So you know what? Let's do something. Let's ask Spirit for some advice. Sorry, I'm working with more decks than usual. This Queen of Swords. You know, Spirit, how do we deal with her? Them. What's going on? Why are they giving us jealousy? I actually will keep that one out too. What is this, you know? Okay, that feels pretty good. We're just going to reach in here for some advice from Spirit. Some advice, please. To rise above it. Love, love, love to see this, okay? So, I just explained this actually in the last reading I did. In my opinion, this King of Swords is even more just and higher in status than this Queen of Swords. But that's not just because he's a masculine. For example, the Queen of Pentacles is higher, in my opinion, in rank than the King of Pentacles, because the Queen of Pentacles, not only does she master the material realm, but she also masters friends, her home, connections, the family. But this King of Swords is even more just than the Queen of Swords, okay? So what Spirit's advice is actually perfect. Just be in your authentic power and truth and knowledge, and don't be brought down by any gossip mill or rumor mongerers or anyone in the family who might be spreading lies about you. Let them believe what they want to believe. Okay, and I feel like that will resonate. That is the truth. That is the truth, Spirit said. Just stand in your authentic truth and power, okay? You don't have to comment on anything that you hear. You don't have to, what I just heard was you don't have to stoop down to their level. I love that. Okay. Oh, there goes my mic. There we go. Hopefully that stays. So you guys, we're going to, and I don't want you to feel called out. We all do this. Because this is a little bit of a self-care concept, I want to take a look at something that we're ignoring or procrastinating. And again, guys, I am a procrastinator myself. Weird, that card, this came out again. I feel like you know exactly what I'm talking about, and we're just trying to ignore it. Okay, some of you, that could be an invitation to silence, put a silence to the rumors, or reach out to that family member you know you need to contact but have been avoiding. But let's take a look at something else. This is for pile 3. So what are we ignoring? What are we procrastinating, Spirit? What have you got for us? Oh, that's... That's an interesting card. It's a beautiful card. I love to see the black sky with all those stars up there. What I'm getting, though, is 8th house of secrets, okay? And sex magic, too. I don't know why that's coming through. Ecstasy, too. I don't know why that's coming through. We have Jupiter with Scorpio. This might be about a lover, okay? A fling as well. So this is something that we're ignoring or procrastinating. I feel like it's that message about silencing the rumor for the last time. You know, you might be a black sheep in your house or in your family, okay? Something to do with being a little bit the odd man out. And I feel like you do a very good job distancing yourself and setting up realistic boundaries. But there might be something that we need to address there. I just, for the last time is what I keep hearing. But let's get a little bit more about this. I'm very interested in this. I don't really know why we have that imagery with these placements. Jupiter is a sign of blessings and expansion, okay? Because it's that makes sense, okay? I think energetically, we just don't, I'm feeling defensive, which means that Spirit doesn't want this in your energy field. So if we just prick that, whatever it is, that pimple, just bring it to a head and pop it. So it's no longer there because I feel like it's a little bit creeping into the realm of dreams and it's taking up space. Yeah, definitely taking up space in the realm of dreams where you should be doing other things. Instead, I feel like you're solving a lot of family karma and connections in your sleep. And I just feel like your soul wants to do something else during that time. Maybe meet a long lost friend in the astral realms or something along these lines. But we have a double emphasis about a black sky and darkness up here and then astrology too, okay? So I feel like it's almost robbing you of your creativity. That's interesting. Okay. Might have something to do with your sacral chakra too, because this orange right here is very dull. It's barely orange. And so I wonder that because I had that weird comment about it might be robbing you of your creativity or creative potential, I feel like you might want to do some sacral chakra balancing. Yeah, here's that rumor coming through again. Screw them. Yeah, screw them. You are so above that. But you might just want to address that, okay? To put it to rest. To put it to rest for the last time. We don't want it taking up any energy from you. So just reach out to that nosy neighbor, nosy coworker, nosy cousin, nosy family member, and just put that to rest because I feel like they might be sending you negative energy. Yeah, they're definitely sending you negative energy, and though you have very good boundaries, I feel like they're manipulating people around you. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't want to relay a message like this, but I do feel it very strongly. So let's move past this. Okay. A little bit of sorting again. The last thing we're going to take a look at is something to soothe your soul. Sorry, I hit the mic again. I'm sorry if your audio is all over the place. How can I make that stay? Please stay. I'm just going to ask it nicely. Please stay. Okay, so this is for pile 3. You know what? Let's do something before that. I'm going to pull an animal spirit guide. This is something you need to hear. It feels very positive in nature, too. Okay, so this is for pile 3 spirit. This is something they need to hear. The whale. I saw the whale. That's so cool. I should start saying that. I have a real connection with this deck. I saw the record keeper. That was so weird. Right before... Interesting, record keeper too. So like keeper... Anyways, I'm going to lose that thought. I saw this whale and I heard record keeper and I drew the record keeper, and that is just so bizarre. Sorry, you guys. This whale, you guys being clairsentient out there, ain't ya? Oh my God, so sorry for that. Yeah, I really want you to be flip like that with any of that energy in your family, because you guys are star beings. I bet you guys are star seeds or something along these lines. Yeah, that's coming through. Come from watery worlds. Something you need to hear is your voice. Oh my God, that's what it is. I feel like your voice needs to be heard, because what the whale talks about is singing. And this card also describes the fact that humans don't have a unique cry or sound to them like all other animals do. Humans don't. And so it is an invitation to figure out what your call is, your cry, your sound. What is your unique sound? So some of you might be interested in pursuing singing. And for some of you, it's writing in general, because you did have the King of Swords coupled with the Ace of Swords. So some of you might be creative writers or lyricists, songwriters. Some of you would want to be singers. This is an invitation to find your own sound, but it is also to make your voice heard within your family, okay? Yeah, bring some peace. Oh, there was that message of love that I was ignoring. Not ignoring, but I totally did forget about. So maybe we can take a quick peek at that. This is just something you needed to hear, to have the confidence of your voice. Okay? It might be able to soothe some seas, some troubled seas. Yeah. Put that gossip to rest. Okay, you're right. Let's take a look. I'm going to keep your whale card out, too. Very spiritual card. I didn't really go in a spiritual direction with it, though. So, Spirit, is there... Let's use this deck. Before we take a look at something to soothe their soul, and it actually quite literally might be singing. It feels very much like that. I'll double check, though. Before we do that, I was picking up on a love connection. I saw love in the aura. Oh. A love affair, though, right? Seven of Swords, stealth or secrets kind of concept. Knight of Cups, romantic fling. Some interesting. Okay, so there was that message of love. What do we have? Healing and then communication. I feel like there's a lot of emphasis, you guys, about communicating how you feel right now. And this is the best self-care for you, is to make your voice heard. Some of you might reach out to an ex and just speak about what hurt you, okay? Some of you need to get off your chest something you've been feeling for a coworker, someone you have a crush on. Just really need to voice that. There's a big emphasis on voicing that. Let's keep out the Knight of Cups. There's something about not revealing your feelings. Rather, you haven't been revealing your feelings, okay, for this person. So I want to know why. You might work with them. Yeah, you literally might work with them. Or secrets hidden by the moon. Okay, what I'm feeling like is you guys have been focusing on your career, or it would be inappropriate almost to reveal how you feel about them. Yeah, but I think that they would have the same feelings towards you and might even surprise you a little bit. Some of them might be in a relationship, and so that's why you feel like you can't talk to them. That's a message for someone there. But I want to move past this little love message. We're going to wrap up for real with something that would be soothing to your soul at this time. This is for pile 3. Spirit, can we get one little last thing for pile 3? Something that would be soothing to their soul. Assertion, yes. Okay. This is Sun, self-awareness, first house of self, and then Aries. So what I feel like is that you guys need to battle your dragon, right? Here you are, your King of Swords, literally using sword, which is communication, to assert yourself as just as you. Literally. I feel like there is some unnecessary gossip or secrets going around you within the family. And some of you could have written a note to someone that didn't go over well. Okay. And you just were maybe in the wrong place, wrong mind. Someone is just highly critical in your family. And I feel like you might need to bring that to light. Someone just needs to silence this dragon, to put it to rest for the final time. Is really coming through. And this is through the lens of like what would be soothing to your soul. I feel like putting on a little bit of armor and just preparing what you have to say to them. Yep, King of Swords. Love the synchronicities going on here, okay? Standing true. You know, what is going to be soothing to your soul? I literally said I feel like it would be, owning up to yourself, asserting yourself, giving a voice to how you really feel, putting a word to what has not been said yet. I think that's very important. And then again, there's a message here about someone who could be a really good storyteller, someone who could be very good at creative writing in general, songwriting, singing for some of you. You guys, thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with me. This is the last reading I'm doing in 2022. Give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for making it this far. Of course, I do book private clients, and you can find that information down below. You can book me over the phone, or you can purchase a themed reading. You pick the theme. That could be love, relationship, take a peek at someone you have a crush on, life path, career, etc. You can purchase that in video, audio, or text format. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you are in the world. And until next time, stay divine.